Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. And today, I thought I would, show you some new things that I got. And then show you a few, the things that I colored in June, which is not a lot, I will admit, but I will share them. Anyway. Okay, so let me see. Of course, I didn't really think about this whole thing ahead of time, so I have stuff everywhere. All right, so I have been doing some collaging, right? Getting back into my collage, my love of collage. So I watched a lady, and I do not know her name, but her channel is The Artsy Bartsy Life on YouTube, and I just fell in love with her and her style of working with collage in journals. So I started one like hers, and the way she did it was she put all her random collage pieces around the edges of her page. So this is my red page, and then it's going to go in order: orange, yellow, and I did paint the background because it's going to be covered with whatever you decide to use. Here's green, blue, purple. Here's a black one. I still have to, this one is pretty much almost done, but I'm going to be going around all of the little items here with either white Posca or black Posca, maybe red Posca. I'm not sure just yet. But it's fine, or it's fun, because when you start building your border, I don't know, like, just it randomly comes together. The ideas just randomly come together, and it's just really enjoyable to me. Here's a pink one. I'm going to be covering all these black lines up with another layer of paint. It's probably going to be white. But here's some an image here that I cut out of a coloring book where I didn't do the whole image, but I didn't want to waste what I had colored. So I cut that out, and then here's more things from a coloring book. And now this is the brown page. I really love this one. So I've included, like, there's a picture of my son and me dancing at his wedding. And here's a picture of one of his dogs. This is a picture of a like a totem pole thing that was at a restaurant I was at one day, and I snapped a picture of it. So yeah, you just build your edges around, and then you can start filling inside here with whatever you want, really. But I'm using just different ephemera from things like this. Was, obviously we had Wendy's one night, and I cut that out. Some magazine images where you can make, she was doing something else, and I cut her leg so she could be on this giant pillow, and I don't know, it's just really fun to create these. It's not as taxing on my hands as coloring, but like I said, I can include pieces of coloring right here. I haven't glued this all the way down yet because I didn't know if I would be tucking anything else in just yet. Here's more pieces of a coloring book. Pictures of my family members. So I've really been into this. This has kept me sane for about a month now. Well, maybe less than a month, maybe 2 weeks or so. But I've really enjoyed it. Now, what happened during the process of all of this is I ran out of things. So one of the things I ran out of was glue. So I did purchase this at Ollie's. This is Elmer's clear glue. I haven't tried this yet because I was finishing up the rest of my Eileen's Tacky Glue Clear. There's just a little bit left, and it's really hard to squeeze it out. So I thought I would give Elmer's a shot, and it is $1.79 at Ollie's if you are interested. And you can tell that it's definitely not thick like Eileen's, but that can work in your favor too, because it won't be so hard to get out of the dang bottle. So that is one purchase going towards this type of a thing that I've been doing. I had bought I had purchased a craft knife from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure you guys have seen them if you visit the Dollar Tree. I do not recommend that craft knife. I tried to use it and it broke on me pretty quickly. So I went back to just using scissors and fussy cutting all of these things out. It's just a lot easier with a craft knife. So I did purchase the Tim Holtz retractable craft knife. It has these refills here. They go up inside your knife there. I did purchase this on eBay. I think it was around $10. And, you know, I think it'd be a nice tool to have, and you can use it for other things if this isn't not something that I do forever. But I have been doing collages for a very long time. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm sure this will come in use, and it was worth the price rather than buying dollar ones and then breaking on you all the time, you know. So I did get that. I did repurchase more of this white tape from the Dollar Tree. This is the Crafter Square brand. I really like this tape. You would use it to stick down heavier things that have a little more weight, or photos if you're doing photos. If you're doing magazine articles or pictures, images, and things like that, glue stick is fine. But there's just certain things that the double-sided tape work really well for. So I keep this around because they used to have a red tape at the Dollar Tree, and I loved the red double-sided tape, and that disappeared, never to be seen again. So, you know, I'm worried that that will happen with this one someday. So whenever I go there, I do get some. Okay, let's see here. Move some things around. I went to Bargain Hunt, which I think I've mentioned to you guys before. I think I showed you some things that I bought there before. I saw the Project Life cards in there, $5 for 180 Project Life cards. If you're not into scrapbooking or journaling, you might not have had any idea about these, but these were super popular a few years ago. And they were not cheap. So they had this set at Bargain Hunt, and then a set that was just like all black and white with a lot of text writing on them. And I didn't care for those as much, but now I'm thinking, oh, I should have bought those too, because Bargain Hunt is, I'm trying to open this, Bargain Hunt is worse than Ollie's. If you see something at Bargain Hunt, like for example, I got a pair of flip-flops there one time, and my daughter-in-law loved them. I went right back because I wanted to get her some, and they were gone. So, yeah, if you see something there that you like, you might want to just go ahead and pick it up. All right, so I got these open, and we'll check them out. Show you what I mean. So they are like cardstock, and it's already cut out for you. And what could you do with these? Well, if you do collages, these could be a background for you. Let me show you a page that doesn't have anything on it. These could be a background for you, and you build around that. If you do any type of journaling, these would be tip-ins where you would put your washi tape here, put your washi tape there, and it's an extra little flip. You can mount a picture on there or write words. So that's what these are for. Tons of uses, all in the paper crafting type of area, but, you know, I like them. So, yeah, you want to see these, just a little flip of these. There's these cork ones that are cool. And then more like kid paper or ledger paper or whatever that is. And then here you could do like a title or, you know. All right, so that is something else I got for this. Is that everything that I got for this? Let me check. Pretty much. I did get, I did get some, I was showing you guys last video, the rub-ons from the Dollar Tree. These are Crafter Square Rub Ons. I am going to put some of these here on a finished picture that I'm getting ready to show you. I just didn't have the time to put those on yet, but I'm going to. So these will work in coloring books or, you know, any type of journaling thing that you do. That's what I plan on using these for. Here's this sea motif that I think just came out. I've never seen them before in the Dollar Tree. I saw them the other day and I grabbed them, and my husband was like trying to grab 3 or 4 more. You just buy them, you know you're gonna want them. I'm like, I don't need that many. That's how I get too much stuff. And then so there's this cute plant one. There's another picture in the, what book is it? Mulga's Magical Coloring Book that I love so much. There is a picture in there that these will look so cute on. So here's one that is a spring theme. I just got this one the other day, even though spring is over. That's okay because there's a lot of other cute images in here to cut out and use. I really like rub-ons because they're nice and flat. And then here's one that I obviously use some of, but this one is more of, you know, like the vintage look. So they're so cool. I really like them. And want to share those with you guys. Let's see. I also purchased at Bargain Hunt. This is a set of 24 tubes of acrylic paint. This is by Flomo Creative. I really don't care if my acrylic paint isn't all that. Sorry for the glare, you guys. Wonder if I should turn the light out. Let's see. I don't care if my acrylic paint isn't, you know, top notch because I'm not going to be using it in a painting. Is that better or worse? Is that okay? I'm not going to be using it on a canvas or in a painting. So if I was going to do that, I would want a better quality. But I'm not doing that. I'm just going to use this to squirt on some pages and possibly do backgrounds in coloring books. Usually I have a big tube of acrylic in white and black, and then that way you can add colors and have more paint. Because this isn't that much, you know. But anyway, I thought that this was for $7, and it was a good enough deal for me to want it. And here is the colors that it comes with. So, what do you think? I like it. So there is that. All right. Now, move this stuff over to here. And move this over to here. Okay, my daughter gifted me with some cute little thingies from the Dollar Tree. I think she's trying to give me a whole Dr. Seuss collection. So she got me the pencil grips right here. You probably can't see it, but there is little characters printed on the pencil grips. So those are adorable. She already bought me all of the coloring books that are out. And then she bought me these two. These are pencil sharpeners. So I don't know if I will keep them as pencil sharpeners because you know how pencil sharpeners like this work. Not very good on our colored pencils, and I don't want to ruin my pencils. So I was thinking about removing this and either making these magnets or put on a big paper clip in the back. But I love this one. I like them both, but I really love this one. So that's just some cuteness to share. Okay. Let's do Ollie's. I went to Ollie's. Now I'm thinking it's too dark. Sorry, you guys, if I'm driving you crazy. I've had lots of coffee today. Can you tell? Okay. Went to Ollie's, and they had Customer Appreciation Day the other day. So everything was 15% off in the whole entire store. The first thing I saw, I want to tell you guys, their coloring book section is wiped out. I don't even know if they're going to keep having them because they're the same ones that have been there for months. And they're like condensing it all into one wall where they used to have a wall and then two, like wooden racks of them, 2 rows. And now it's just the one wall and it's the same thing over and over. So I'm kind of wondering if, they're going to be done with them. But I did find this and I was so excited because since I haven't been able to color the way I want to color with my arm and everything hurting, I've, been doing it watercolor because it's just easier on your hand. And I enjoy it a lot. It's very relaxing, very zen. You can do it outside, if it's not a heat wave like right now. You can sit on your porch with a coffee, and oh, it's just really nice. So I have the other book, the Carnival book by Jade, Gideon, and I love painting in it. The paper is just amazing. And I saw this one and I was like, oh my God. So, my hubby was like, why don't you get 2 or 3? No, stop. So I did get this one, and it's, the things that you would find in a rainforest, obviously. Lots of leaves. There is a beautiful house. Some of the thing that, the only thing I don't like about this book is that for a book that she has made expecting you to use watercolor on, there are some tiny, tiny details that, you know what I mean? Like, if you stick your watercolor brush in there, and try to color like these, or paint these, you're probably going to make a mess unless you have a teeny, tiny, tiny bristle brush. That's the only thing, really, a complaint that I would have about it. Otherwise, like I said, the paper is just a dream to work on. It takes whatever you give it. No pilling up, no holes. Just super, super good quality here. You get lots of flip out pages like this, so you can paint your heart out. Here's some cocktails. The pages in this are sewn in, but they're also perforated. So if you make a masterpiece and you want to frame it, you won't be fighting to get it out. Here's another one of those that, has some areas that are going to be kind of difficult. You could do a wash over it and then come back in with your pencil. You know what I mean? And do your details that way if you wanna. Here's some birdies, some more birdies. Look how cute. Here's a big, beautiful one. I want to paint that. And here's like a dock with some palm trees. More birdies. Snake. Some cats. Big cats. So if you like painting shores and sand, there's a good one. Here's like a, almost looks like one of those science things where they put down all the different species and then write underneath them what it is. Science thing, that's my, that's my great wording usage. Postcards. Here's to the beach, the pool, what you would wear on the beach. This reminds me so much of the tattoo book I have. Here's some kind of a crane. Holy moly, look at that. Oh my Lord. I don't know, guys. That will definitely be just a wash of color. One color, I think, and then added pencils. I don't even know if I could attack that one. If you have this book and you colored that one, let me know how you did it. Alright, you know what? I don't think I should waste too much time flipping through this whole thing, because you can find this book on the YouTubes. So there's that. Now, since there's such a holy lack of coloring books in the Ollies, it has given me an opportunity to buy some of the art books that I have been wanting to buy, but I haven't bought because I was always buying coloring books. So, with working in this collage journal and my art journals, is becoming more of a thing again. These type of books I love because they give you such wonderful inspiration when you can't think of what to draw, or what to add to something, a page. You can just come in here and just gives you examples of text and how to do it. how to draw little critters and creatures. I mean, I know all this stuff can be found online, and sometimes I do Google, you know, how to draw a tree or whatever, and then I screenshot the image, and then I'm drawing it, and my phone keeps, you know, screen keeps timing out, and I have to keep turning it back on. So there's just something about having the actual, you know, book in front of you that is so nice. You can take your time, and you know it's always going to be there. It's not going to be removed from the internet or whatever. And so, yeah. This one, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. This one is Floribunda Woodland. Now, there is a Floribunda Flowers there. This is by Suzanne McNeil. There is a flower one. I did not get that one at this time, but if Ollie still continues to be anti-coloring books, then I probably will pick it up the next time. Look at all those birds, you know, or bugs you can reference here. And then, you know, it shows them drawn and colored in on a piece of book text. Just super cool. So I'm not going to show you everything in there, but anything that I have, if you want a flip through, please let me know below. I got Zen Doodling Inspiration. This one is by Carolyn Saras. I don't know, Saras. This one is called Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. Okay. It's just the same thing. It's an inspiration book to help you to make your own creations, but there's so much beautiful paper in here that, you know, eventually I will probably end up cutting this up and using the images in your art journals. So anyway, but yeah, this one, you know, it's got ideas for mood boards, tools to use, and then once you get, here's your colors, once you get into it farther, it starts showing you how to do these patterns. You know, inspiration on how to get an idea for what kind of pattern you want to make. Like, here's the bird, and, you know, the rocks from the beach. More rocks from the beach. Like, here's the picture. Sorry. Here's the picture of the rocks from the beach. And it's showing you, okay, now take your own photo and make some swatches from the photo and then how to sketch it out. So you got tons of stuff in here. Going through all the colors. Again, if you want to see a flip through, please let me know. So I got Zen Doodling, just Zen Doodling by the same person, Carolyn Grace. Okay. So this one has letters in it. This one has ideas in it for what you can Zen Doodle on. Bottles, rocks, pillows, how to make like things like this, you know, and so forth. And so I love this picture. I want to cut it out so bad, but I should probably do the exercises in the book before I deconstruct them, I guess. So there's that. And then one more from her is mandalas. I almost took Alyssa Burke's mandalas class, but I took the ocean one. I haven't finished it yet. Once you pay for the class, you know, you can go back to it anytime you want. But Alyssa Burke on YouTube, I love her stuff. She teaches you right on a video how to do mandalas, and I did one. I wasn't too happy with it because I wasn't doing it while I was watching the video. You know, I was trying to remember what she had said. So after I finish the ocean class, I'm going to take the mandala class, and I think these are just fantastic. And then you can always color them in. So here's, you know, this artist's ideas on how to make different mandalas. So if you didn't want to take a class, you could get a book like this and learn for a mere $1.99. So yeah, that's that one. And then I got this one, Brush Marker Magic. it's a little one. This is by Marie Browning. And it's just a little one. And I like this because with working in this collage book that I was showing you, sometimes there's empty spaces where I don't have something that tiny to you know, or I want to put something there, but you know what I mean? So here's an ideas on how to draw little tiny things that you can add to your journals and your pages if you want to. Come on, food. There. You can make tags, whatever you want. But, you know, like I said, these things are all available online. It's just nice to have in front of you when you want to do something arty and you don't have to search for it. So, yep, this is about brush markers. This is how to letter and things like that. So, that is that for that. The last thing that I purchased at Ollie's is a autobiography, or not an autobiography, a biography on Mick Jagger. So, this is a pretty hefty book, and I'm feeling like this will be my beach book when I go to Florida. So yeah, it says there, price $17.99 or price $3.99. The most ambitious and comprehensive Jagger biography to date, extremely well researched. I thought that would be interesting, kind of light reading, right? Okay, so now we have, what did I color? What did I color in the month of June? Not much, so you won't be here long. I'm still into my dot-to-dot books. They're so much fun. I had to get myself a magnifying glass. I had to get myself 2 magnifying glasses. One of them lights up, and then one of them is just, you know, if you're doing this in the perfect, beautiful sunlight, daylight. So yeah, I'm still into these, working on him. I did finish this one, and I don't know to tell you the name of, does it tell me? Yes, this is called Man in Turban by Jan van Eyck. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So I did use some Neocolor on here and some watercolor and this paper. Once I started getting into like the eyes and the nose area, it started to pill up pretty bad. So I don't think that the Neocolors are a good fit for this paper. Because you just have to get in there, you know, and blend them pretty hard with water. Yeah, so I think the next one when I finish, oh, I got her started. I think the next one when I finish, it's just going to be regular watercolor. Because I was just trying to get some, what I was doing was trying to do it fast and cheat. I was trying to get some really darks with the Neocolor. Is it the Neocolor crayons I have, you guys? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they are. Anyways, I was trying to get in there and kind of, you know, cheat and get some dark values without having to wait for my watercolor to dry and then go back in and do it again. So, yeah. His, right here in his lip area is pilling up really bad. So, yeah, don't do that. But I did finish this one somewhat. I could always go in with pencil and add more stuff to him, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. In Mr. Mulga, I did finish one, which I should have marked, and I'm sorry that I did not. But yeah, this was the book that I was saying I was going to use those oceany rub-ons on. So I did this guy with my pretty watercolor paints that I've been bragging about for a couple months now. I didn't come in with any pencil because I was lazy, but I did come in with some pretty gel pen and some glossy accents on his eyeballs there. So I really like the way he came out, and I'm probably going to add some kind of background. I don't know if it's going to be bubbles, maybe bubbles coming out of the fish mouth, and then probably use those rub-ons that I was showing you earlier. Maybe a little bit of a pastel background. This book takes stuff pretty well, but you know, you just don't want to overdo it because it's, you know, it's not the thickest paper. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the thickest paper out there, and it's kind of slick. So, yeah, that's that one. I worked in my Mindful Mandalas by Snedden Heber. I did finish this one. This one also has some glossy accents there in the middle, and it has a gem from the Dollar Tree, and it has some stickles. These are elements that I had just laying around. Here's some more gems from the Dollar Tree. This picture here, and with the quote, "Live with one foot in a fairy tale," this comes from Jane Davenport, a book that I did for a flip through of you guys for. It's a Whimsical Girls Happy Hour, I think. And then I just did some, you know, stamping in the background and some stenciling. I wanted to have a crown because it just fairy tales. It just reminded me, you know, some princesses and things. And I couldn't find a crown, so I just Googled how to draw a crown, simple, and followed that, and on a piece of paper made my own crown. So, yeah. I have so far 3. If you guys haven't, if you don't remember, I have 3 done in here. I have this one with my alphaba that I drew, that I colored from my book, and then a little Shih Tzu from another coloring book, and then this one, and she is from that same. It's a coloring book on like fashions from Time magazine, I believe. So these are a lot of fun to do. I really enjoy, you know, exploring what different. It's like each mandala brings something different out of me, like a different feeling and something. So, like this one here, I don't know, when I look at it, I think of like the 70s or the 60s, you know, like a hippie. I don't know why. But, so I would possibly try to find something that goes along with that theme whenever I get to that one. Oh, and I have this, let's see if I can find it. Where did she go? Please don't tell me I lost her. I'll be so sad. That's my fridge kicking on, you guys. How are you surviving the heat wave if you are in the U.S.? What do you think? Are you guys having heat waves if you live like in Alaska too, or? Oh no. Well, it seems like I have misplaced it. Big surprise. But I did find a little cutout lady that looks like Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls. Oh my gosh, she looks just like her. So I want to do her on one. I want to put eat dirt and die. What did she say? Eat dirt and die scum or something like that. I want to put that around it just for fun. So there's that. And then the last book I worked in is The Beautiful Spirit Animals. I mean, I finally got over my intense fear of messing it up. And I did this one. Did I show you this last month? No, wait. No, I couldn't have. I showed this on Instagram. Yeah. This is my cicada person. So I did tell you guys about this page on another video. So I won't spend too long. But anyways, yeah, this is my cicada.